we've come to a day that we're recording, and you've
Well,
come to listen to us. It's Talk Comics to me, and I'm
welcome.
Champ. Oh, goodness.
I'm Heather.
We'll get the flow of this sometime over Zoom.
We're both just too excited to record. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's been, I wouldn't say that long. It's only been like a week or
Mm-hmm.
like something like that. But
Yes.
it's a new year of comics. It's the first year or first year. It's the first year of comics.
It's our first year, year one.
We'll be doing the same things we've done in the negative years, but okay, Heather, you talk about comic books.
It'll be more solid this year because it is our first year, the baby. I'm here with the Joker, the man who stopped laughing. This is issue number 4.
The most
Um,
controversial issue of the
yes.
Joker.
What's funny is I think this, we're only 4 issues in, but this is my favorite issue so far, just because of the
Mhm.
way that the story is like being told. So in the last issue, the Joker goes to the hospital and has a doctor like perform surgery on him to try to like get out all the bullets that he has in him, kind of trying to figure out like why hasn't he died, or like if he's died, why is he back, sort of thing.
Mhm.
So this one is him trying to escape the hospital with the SWAT team and stuff coming in, and he's of course always like one step ahead of them. And Red Hood is also like tracking him down within the hospital because he's trying to figure out like who Joker is too. It's like a whole thing, but it's done really really well. There's like a whole scene where Joker's in a hospital room with a bunch of like sick children, and he's like telling them jokes and stuff. And I don't know, the way that it he tells the jokes and stuff, because he's obviously not a comforting character, but the fact that he's sitting there in this sort of situation making these sick children like laugh
Mhm.
just did something for me. It was very good. It was a very good issue. And then the controversial part of it, the second story, like at the end, friend Francesco Francavilla is the one who does the art, which is why part of the reason why I like these stories in the back
Mhm.
so much. Um, but he meets Joker meets Zatanna, and in each one of these he falls in love with a female
Oh
within
yeah.
Gotham and like tries to woo them and stuff. But in this, he gets pregnant. it's it's the most ridiculous thing I have ever read, and I'm just going to show the panel that I sent to you
Yeah.
because it's so ridiculous. But then, he ends up giving birth to he gives birth to himself, but he doesn't give birth. He pukes it up pretty much is how he gives birth. But the little Joker baby, let me see if I can find it. He says he's so handsome. It's, yeah, each one of these stories has been super super silly, but just very entertaining.
That looks like a John Byrne like baby right there.
It's,
But
well, and it's funny because like at first when he pukes up the baby, I was like, it looks like the clay, what is his name, Clayface.
mhm.
It looks like him kind of like, and then he starts like growing and like shaping into an actual like body, and I was like, the fuck is going on? But
That's
yeah,
good.
just despite how weird those stories are, they are a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's funny because yeah, you sent me that like photo of the pregnant Joker. I didn't like think anything of it because it's like, yeah, it's some dumb stuff in the back of the Joker book. And then I saw like a right winger had posted like a photo of it and like had complained about the Joker being pregnant. And then I saw like a Fox News article about it, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Jesus, like it's not, why are you making it into something that it's not? It's
It's not
literally a
that
comic book.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get over it. I
It's like
was
a
just
4-page story in the back of a comic book. Like, get over it.
well, and I was just like, did Junior not exist? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger was pregnant. Like what the fuck? Get just control yourselves.
That's good.
Hold
Love
on, I
that.
gotta I'm gonna mute myself real fast. I gotta untape something.
Mhm.
Okay. I think I did it. I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay.
I
Oh, did you
just
seal the comic already?
yeah, yeah. Well, because it was one I'm gonna take back.
Okay.
So this is Hell is a Squared Circle. This is one shot. This actually came out in October, I'm pretty sure. This is by Chris Condon. I don't know. I'm sorry. And Francesco Biagini, and Mark Engelhart and Dave Sharp on the letters. Uh, this is just a story about a wrestler who basically is down on his luck, decides that he is going to rob his promoter, and things kind of go south, and he ends up like getting a new life, but then everything kind of goes south. I really, really, really like this story. Like the narration was really great. I like the art was really like cool looking. I'll just show like a really intense page, I guess.
Oh yeah, that looks really neat.
Like, I don't know. There's something I really enjoyed about it, but I had seen a lot of people talking about it online, and I was like, fine, I'll check it out, see what it's all about. It's like a one shot, doesn't take too much of my time. Uh and yeah, I had a lot of fun. Just like the tone is really dark. Uh and I didn't really see like the end being what it was. I thought it was going to be more like supernatural, but it comes around where it's like it's giving you a tone of like something haunting, and when it comes around it's just like, oh no, it's still just like real life kind of shit.
Hmm.
So yeah, good one shot.
Okay. Very, is that an Aftershock book?
Yeah, that is an aftershock book.
Okay.
So then next I have The Approach. This is issue number 3. I'm not really going to take any of these books out of bags and boards because I don't feel like it. Um, this book actually had a print error where it had like extra pages. It made sense, but it was just like it felt like when a movie goes in slow motion. And I was just like, at first I was like, wait, is this just like saying the same line again? And then I realized it was the same page. Uh yeah, just a story about a monster in an airport.
Still kind of coasting.
Still kind of coasting for me. I don't
Okay.
Not really my thing. Like I enjoy the art. The story is very like meh. I wish it had I honestly I feel like it could have just been like an oversized like one shot, and it would
Hmm.
have been fine. It would have been fine.
Okay.
Uh and next I was Sword of Azrael. This is issue number 6. This is the last issue. Uh, this is a really great story. Never thought I would enjoy an Azrael like story. I really love the art. I really love the pacing, and the book itself was just like, I don't know, had a lot of depth and was like more intriguing and like interesting than I thought it would be. Not a lot of thoughts.
Okay. No, that's good.
I liked it. I thought it was good. I don't know. I think the art was one of the like biggest selling points on it. There were just so many like really good like spreads and just like really interesting like panels, and yeah,
Yeah, I
book
really like the
itself looked
colors
great.
for it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Well,
I mean, and it was only 6 issues, so it's fine, you know.
yeah,
It'd be easy for anyone to like pick up and read.
for sure. Okay, you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. So now we have Children of the Black Sun. This is issue number 1. This is about a black sun that has come up a couple times, makes people go mad, and the children born under these suns look a little weird.
Yeah, they're a little different. I think it the first one wasn't it like it says 12 years ago. Wait,
Hmm. I'm
or
not,
was it?
I'm,
Anyway, so there was one, and then the second one happened 4 years after that, and they have no idea like what caused it or anything like that. So it's like a weird phenomenon. And yeah, the children that were now, was it when they were born or when they were conceived?
I, I
I don't
can't quite,
remember.
I can't quite remember that either.
Either way, it's whatever. But yeah, they look a little different. Some of them are a little different, but the people in the town are very wary of them
Hmm.
because of the way that they look, and the whole event was kind of unnerving. And no one knows if the sun is going to happen again. And so they feel like the children are a little cursed.
Yeah. I just like, I need, like I was telling other people, it's just like, I like this book because I needed to know what was going to happen with the creepy children.
Yeah. And I really, the art was like very strange in it, like the way that
Hmm.
everyone, even, especially the kids, but everyone was drawn like very exaggerated and stuff. And I really, really like that. It reminded me of like the old like Addams Family like comic strips,
Hmm.
kind of what it reminded me of. But I really like this. I had only ordered this first one, but I ended up adding it because I was like, I do want to read more. I liked it enough that I feel like I would enjoy the rest of it.
Yeah, I think I'll probably add this, but this is also the same artist as the uh same artist who did the second story arc of House of Slaughter that just finished.
Oh, okay. I was like trying to figure out why, because I didn't recognize any of the names. And I was
Hmm.
like, but I recognized the art and I couldn't figure out why, but that makes sense. Yeah,
So yeah.
that makes sense now.
Figured I'd add that in there real
Yeah,
fast.
no, thank you, because I was going to look it up, but I just completely forgot to. So now I don't need to.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we have Kaya. It's the number 4. This is a book by Wes Craig. Um, just about Kaya and her brother's journey with the lizard riders.
Yeah, and it says, I mean, I love that at the bottom here, it kind of gives a
Hmm.
description of what's going to happen in the issue. But the brother Jin is attempting to use magic in this issue, which I thought that whole scene was very not funny necessarily, but the fact that they were just like, does he know that he's not the one that did this type of thing? Like, I thought that was very cute because he was so excited
Hmm.
that he healed his sister.
Yeah, I really love this story. It's just like there's something about it that just like every issue goes really quick, but it's all very like interesting, and I really like these characters a lot. Like I'm immediately drawn to them,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
I do. I really really like this story too, but I think my issue with it is literally just it goes really fast. I read through it pretty quickly, and then when I get to the
Mhm.
end I'm like, but I want more in like a single issue. Like I want there to be more, which I get. You can't have everything, it's a comic, like you have to wait until the next issue, but
Yeah,
I just wish that there was more per issue because it does go by really quickly.
I get it.
It's
It's
a
a
good
nice thing
story.
about it too, though.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And the art,
Hmm.
incredible.
Great. Okay, I guess I'll go.
Okay.
I have Mosley. This is issue number 1. I thought Heather had gotten this, but did not.
Tricked ya.
Uh, this is a book by Rob Gilroy, Sam Lotfi, and Jean-Francois Belleau. Belleau. Uh, this is a story about a guy named Mosley, last name, I believe. It starts out with him having a family. He has a little, I guess, interview with a robot, and then it kind of flashes to the future, and he is a janitor who's just like down on his luck and seems to just like hate technology. And like in this world, the people like worship the like robots as like gods.
Okay.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings on this book. I liked the way it looked a lot. I had just added it to my poll because I like Rob Gilroy.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Was it off
Uh
to kind of like a rough start? Well, not rough necessarily, but a little shaky.
not necessarily shaky, but it's just like it's one of those characters that I don't necessarily like I know and I don't necessarily like it's like a gruff, like that gruff old man who's like
Mhm.
seen it all and like hates like in this case just like absolutely hates technology and like yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's just like not bad. I just like did not really like it.
Is it a limited?
I can't remember.
Dang it. I never remember for like new books like that. All
Yeah,
right.
part of me feels like it was, but the other part of me is like very unsure.
Because I feel like with Farmhand, that was supposed to be, no, that was always ongoing, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it was supposed to be like 7 issues and then it just kept going, but I might be thinking of something else.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Okay, I have another book. I have I just picked this up. I was curious. This is Gangster Asperista.
I
This is
heard that
issue
one was a lot of fun.
this is issue number one. Yeah, it was like fun, but I also did not like it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I feel like it is one of those books that like it can literally go one way or the other. There's
Yeah,
no
it's
middle ground.
it's like I had fun. It's just about I can't remember the main character's name, but a barista who has gotten out of the gang and has kind of lived like a hard life, like basically a thief and just like beating the shit out of people and just, overall not doing the best things for other people. And now she's like trying to live like the straight and narrow. Uh, this man comes in drunk one night and gets in a fight, ends up leaving a suitcase filled with money.
Okay.
And that's kind of where the book like starts and takes you from there.
Is it
Um,
gonna be like that episode of It's Always Sunny when they find the money or the drugs in the speakers?
yes.
I hope
Yes.
so. I hope that's the
Yes.
direction it goes.
No, Heather, oh my God. Yes. Basically it though. Um, I really I enjoyed the art a lot. If I can open this. It it was in black and white.
Mhm.
Um, but just like the line work was really good on certain pages, even though this is like a Tony Soprano page.
With Adam Driver.
Uh, this book does smell weird though.
What line is it? Like what publisher?
The Black Mask.
Okay, that makes sense then. All of their books have like a strange smell to them.
It's like it's like nutty.
Is
That's
it
what
supposed to smell like coffee?
I don't know. That's what like Chris asked me like when I was reading it the other night. It's like, what's that smell? And I was like, it's this book. It's this book. He's like, it smells so like it smells nutty. It smells so weird. I was like,
What if it's a scratch and sniff?
I was like, I know, man. I don't understand why it smells so weird. It's just
Oh my God.
anyway, that's Gangster Barista, issue number
Okay.
one. I don't think I would probably keep reading it. I would understand why people would. It is like fun and enjoyable. It made
Mm-hmm.
me chuckle. There is like a little like backstory, like small backstory story in the back.
Okay.
If that makes sense. A
Yeah.
backstory.
The
Her
back.
it's in the back and it is her backstory.
It's an end backstory.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to actually say. I'm going to stop now.
Okay.
I said more about that book than I ever thought I would.
Is it both
Mm.
of us now?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I couldn't remember how many you had. Okay. This
Yeah,
is
I
Creep
only
Show.
I only have one next. Sorry.
Okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, in case anyone is wondering, I only had one book this week that Champ did not. So I
Yeah.
don't have a lot to say about my books. But I will talk about this one to let Champ rest a minute. This is Creepshow. This is issue number 4. As you know, this is an anthology. There are 2 stories per issue. So in this one, the first story is about a group of friends who discover vampires within their town. Um, I mean, there's not really much to say about it. They go hunting vampires, bad stuff happens, and only one of them makes it out and lives to be an adult, essentially. But I really actually enjoyed that first story, and I think it was because of the art. Like I loved the art for it so much.
Yeah, the art was so good. What is it? Fran Galan? Galan?
Yes. Yep. It looked so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I love vampire stories and stuff, and I just thought this take on it was really cool because she becomes like agoraphobic and a recluse and just hangs out inside for the entirety of her adolescence. It's realistic.
Yeah. No, I really like that front story a lot. That was probably my favorite story out of like all of the stories so far.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
yeah, I just Kyle Stark's Writ's a really good one.
Yeah, it was fantastic, quite enjoyable. And then the second story is La Mascara de la Muerte, and it is a wrestling story, and it's just about a wrestler who is trying to follow in her dad. Is that who it
Yeah,
was? Her dad's footsteps?
dad or granddad, one of the two.
Yeah, something like that. So she wants to wear his mask, but mom or grandma,
Grandmother.
yes, is trying to tell her that like the mask, it turned him into a terrible person, and if she dons the mask, like she will fall under the same curse and stuff, just thinking it's like a weird familial thing because she wants to go as far as she can,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not necessarily the mask, but turns out this is a horror story and it is the mask.
A horror story, you say?
Yes. But
Uh,
yeah, that was it. Champ informed me there is one issue of this series left. So
yes.
yeah, there we go. That was
Yeah.
Creepshow.
Yes. Yes. Are you
All right.
ready?
Yes, let's do it. This is Earth Divers, Kill Columbus. This is also issue number 4.
True.
I just don't I don't know what we can say about this that we really haven't already said.
Mm-mm.
It's just, I can never remember his name either, and it drives me crazy that I can never remember what it is. But basically, the main character in this story, well, I wouldn't even say main character because the other ones are main characters as well, but one of the characters in the story was sent back in time to kill Christopher Columbus to prevent their world from being destroyed because in their future, like everything is pretty much depleted, like resources and stuff.
Mhm.
So they are dying. Um, and it mostly follows him as a prisoner on this ship by Christopher Columbus and him trying to like get out of it to kill Columbus, but nothing is really like working out for him. And then the other 2 characters that are in their present timeline are trying to figure out like where he is and like what he accomplished and stuff, but they're discovering like all sorts of other things that they weren't aware of when they decided to make this decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
I
mean,
really, really,
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I love this story.
Yeah, no, I really like it too. And I mean, it's just like any good time travel book, it really touches on the idea that, like time isn't something that you can necessarily like change. Things are meant to be the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah. And if they don't happen one way, they're gonna happen like another.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter like what you try, like it's going to happen anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, now it's my turn again.
Okay.
Last one. This is Gotham City Year One. This is issue number 4.
Oh,
Uh,
4.
4. I actually like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this book a lot. Just a nice little detective noir story and noir story in Gotham City. Uh, takes place before like Bruce's parents are born, and so basically his like what great grandparents. Um, and it's a detective writing this story to Bruce Wayne about like his life and his interactions with uh the Waynes. But
Okay.
the art is really like the best. Like this issue was so like so good. There was like a lot of violence. Um but the art is so fucking good. Let me try to find a page that I feel like isn't ruining too much, but I'll do this one. It's just like the reds and the
Oh
black and
yeah.
stuff. It
Yeah,
just
the reds of shadows are really good.
it just looks great. This book looks so fucking good. Bill Hester and Eric Gapster, and then Jordy Billard does the colors. So just yeah. Um and yeah, good Tom King book. I've been really, really I've been on the fence back and forth, and I don't know, the last couple issues have like really kind of sold me on it.
Yeah. Is that a limited as well?
I think it is 6 or 8.
Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't
One of
sure.
one of those two numbers.
Did you see I left some of number one, I think, in your poll
hmm
for you? Okay.
hmm
Just making sure
I,
because I forgot to text you about it. I just
yeah, no,
threw them in
I thought the other day and I was like, what the fuck is
there. Look, I knew to save at like a couple at least for you, and I was like, I'll text them when I get a chance, but I just completely forgot.
yeah, no, I figured it out.
Okay.
All right. So next we have Stillwater. This is issue number 17. This is one more issue till we're done with this Stillwater story. The town of Coldwater and Stillwater clashing, and the truth is probably about to be revealed of like how Stillwater came to be and like how everything is working.
Yeah, they need to get rid of that little kid. They need
Yeah.
to do something with him because he's not a good kid.
He's a little trash baby.
He is. And
Yeah.
I get it. Like I'm frustrated for him. I'm sorry that he had to stop aging. His body had to stop aging, not his brain or anything, but
Yeah, but he could
really,
like also at this point make the choice to leave and not, and like I guess slowly become an adult, but still.
yeah, I would be stoked if I had that opportunity to like be look the age that I did when, all of this happened and then discover one day when my brain is an adult brain that I could leave and then slowly grow. Like, okay, cool. Let me go live my life now. I would be the smartest kid ever.
Yeah, he just wants that like I don't know. There's something about that town. He just wants all that control or some shit.
Yeah, he wants the power.
Yeah. I am ready for that book to be done. It's just
Yeah,
been
it
like
is.
kind of trudging along.
It's a very good story, but I'm ready for it to be over and concluded. I need to move on with my life. I feel like Stillwater needs to move on with theirs.
Yeah, at least this isn't an outcast situation.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. I don't think Zadarsky would ever do that to us.
If he did, I would break up with him as best friends.
But we can't. We have this book also.
So this is Batman. This is also a Chip Zdarsky book, with a new artist or an artist for like a couple issues, Mike
Mhm.
Hawthorne. Um, this story follows a little bit of Batman. I guess it follows Batman as he's been dropped off. I'm using quotations over here.
Calmly dropped off.
Like Dr. Evil. Uh,
Yes.
uh after he's been dropped off, uh after the failsafe fight.
Yes. He.
Where, who knows?
Yeah. I was gonna say when, where. Who? He doesn't know. He doesn't have any information. He's in a different Gotham and he is no longer the Dark Knight.
Yeah, it was I really like this issue a lot. Like
I
I
did too.
really I like the tone. I like the like scaled backness of it in comparison to like the failsafe fight that was like very like it just went so fast. It was like watching
Mhm.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh my God, yes. Um, and then the end of the backstory, the end backstory, is it also takes place like after the events of Failsafe and stuff, and Robin is also just trying to find Batman because he's the
Having
only
a
one that
time
believes Batman is still alive.
and that like he needs help.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has like a whole interaction with like Dick where Dick's like, no, just let him get back. And it's Tim that's like right.
But how?
Yeah.
How is he going to get back? Yeah, brothers fighting,
Yeah. Brothers be beefing.
over dad. I get it.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next we have Poison Ivy. This is issue number 8. Uh this is it's hard to explain this issue. Heather, you do it.
Okay, so basically, Poison Ivy is being held hostage in a sense, physically. No, I would say more mentally hostage,
I would
while
say
also being,
I would say more physically being held hostage than
yeah,
like mentally because she's still like,
she's still there. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, physically, she's being held hostage by the bad person in the last issue, who is working with, or was working with, um, Poison Ivy's mentor, who she had destroyed in the last story arc. Um, she is discovered by a character that we actually met previously in another issue, and tries to convince her to like free her and stuff like that. But stuff happens, and she kind of discovers that like she needs people and people need her. And so this whole like change of heart is slowly happening,
Hmm.
that was not there when this story started, when she was going across the states like killing people.
Yeah.
So I do
Uh,
like the whole transition into what she's doing now, like how she actually just saved that person in more
mhm.
than one way. Like I do like her change of heart. I like where the story is going a lot.
Yeah, same because I think there's that line where she like you like touched on it where she's talking about how like uh like she needs people and then like but like people need her even though she's like a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Like and like it really shows like how she views herself and how she sees herself in this world and like she's really realizing that like even monsters can save people and even like monsters need saved in that way like
Mm-hmm.
people, am I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, people.
You know what I'm saying.
I do like that realization, and I think it's important also. What she's doing is monstrous, but that doesn't necessarily make her a monster, because she has a heart and she has a conscience and she knows
Hmm.
what she is doing is wrong. But I don't know. I
Good
just
stuff.
like, yeah, it's very well done too. I'm still very on the fence about the art, and it's just because of my minor complaints. That's all. I think this issue it worked really well because of like I don't
Like
know,
all the
the
plant,
foliage and
I would
stuff.
say plant monstrosity.
Yeah, like that looks really really good. I don't know. I love the story. It's a great story.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to a different artist soon, maybe, or I might be
I thought I
making
had
that
seen
up.
something about that, but I wasn't completely sure if I had read it for this book or if it was for another one. But
Hmm.
I do know. Issue number 9, cover D, is a Dan Mora cover, and it's fantastic, and I ordered it. That's all.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, so then last we have Dark Knights of Steel. This is issue number 9. Uh we're almost to the end of the story, and I think just shit just keeps unfolding and unfolding and unfolding. Revelations.
Yeah, this one is like all over the place, and yeah, a lot of stuff is revealed that has been happening. Like I was very confused until I saw the like I guess reveal,
Like
but
the
I don't want to like
end.
I just don't want to spoil it to say it, but yes, it is confusing until you actually know what's happening. But it's
Yeah,
so good.
well, yeah, and it's like intentionally confusing because it's not
Mhm.
like you should you shouldn't know, you know.
Right, right. Yeah, because when it happened finally, when that whole like I'm just gonna say in the sky reveal happened, I was like, oh, okay, this is all adding up now. Like this is not happening for no reason. Like this all makes sense now.
Yeah.
I just want to show the variant here
Oh
that I
yeah, the variant is
got.
cool.
Super good. I love the variants.
Yeah, no, when that reveal happened, I feel like it was one of those things where I didn't see it coming, but it seemed so obvious if I had even like been thinking about it.
Right. Well, and I think that's the thing with this book too, is like there's a lot of things that you're not expecting anything that happens to happen because you don't actually know what's going to happen because this is like a completely different like universe. So
Mm-hmm.
all of the regular things that happen within DC stories, like I don't know if any of them are going to matter in this one necessarily. So yeah, I agree. All of the things that happen, it's like, oh yeah, of course that would happen, but it's still like such a cool surprise to see because it's
Oh,
just
for
done
sure.
in a medieval time.
Yeah, this book is so like it's so well done. The art is so like so great. There has been like breaks where I wish it had been coming out more like steadily, but also it's fine. I'll wait for it. Like I'm not
Yeah.
mad. But yeah, it's just like so consistently good. It's like wild.
I am obsessed with the art in this book. Like everyone always looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah, probably one of my favorite books right now. I love it so much. Every issue is just so fantastic. There isn't one that I've been like, yeah, I've just loved every single one.
Yeah, I had somebody in the shop the other day who was like, what do you think is like the best, and I don't read that many superhero books, but they were like, what do you think is the best like superhero book out right now? And I was just like, damn, let me think. So yeah, I don't read that much, and it's just like, what do I think is the best like superhero book out right now? And I was like, Dark Knights of Steel.
Yeah, it's always hard because like I mean for me personally, all of the like superhero books that I read, they're not necessarily about the heroes. They're always
Yeah.
like the bad guys in a sense, like even Batman, I'm just like, well, it's Batman.
Yeah, well, and that's like the stuff I'm reading is like, yeah, mainly Batman and not like very many superhero things, but
Hmm.
this would be like the one superhero book I probably do read, and it is like probably one of the best superhero books I think I have read in a long time.
Oh yeah.
And it is something like I am usually surprised by every single time. And I am still shocked to like this day that I enjoy this book because I just remember like thinking I would not like it.
Hmm. I've been stoked about this book since I first saw it solicited. I was
I
like,
know,
hell
I
yeah,
know, I know.
right up
Uh,
my alley.
yeah, this is a book that is right up your alley. Okay, is that it? That's all we
Yeah,
got?
that's it. That's all we got.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening to us. We appreciate it. We hope you go to your local comic book shop and buy some comic books and support your local libraries if you can. Take care of
Hmm.
your friends, love each other, do good things. What you got,
I do have
Heather?
something.
Okay.
HarperCollins um is on strike, or the HarperCollins Union is on strike right now. They've been on strike since November 10th. So if you purchase books and stuff, please don't purchase them through HarperCollins. Make sure you're paying attention to where you buy your books. Don't support them because they have not responded to anything that's happening right now. That's all I
All
wanted to
right.
say.
No, you know I 100% support that.
Mhm.
Uh so anyway, we love you and we'll see you on the flippity flip.